he had two huge throws in this game, two sort of the pressures on what kind of quarterback are you now. It's very clear he's going to be a terrific quarterback in this league. Yeah. But the two-point conversion was a fade to Moss. And then the last pass to Crabtree. Very similar, opposite sides.
Ed Reed blitzed on that play, the final play, so he had to get rid of it early.
I got you, but it was going there anyway. Like he turned, that was the throw. I'd like to see what they have to say about it, but those to me looked like the throw both times. And yes, Ed Reed was blitzing, but yes, that's a guy who can move out of the way of that. And I don't think in either of those situations.
But I think it was just a quick, you know, you hike the ball, 2 steps and throw. I mean, it was just supposed to be.
No steps. Hook it through.
Well, because he saw Ed Reed coming.
I got you. Yeah. I got you. But in other times, we've seen him move out of the way of blitzing players.
Sure. Well, I mean, it happened on the touchdown. You know, it wasn't a bootleg, but, you know, yeah.
So
all 3 linebackers blitz.
I'm not a play caller. I wouldn't be a good play caller.
Well, you'd be better than Mike Martz in 2012.
Everybody's better than Mike Martz. He's a genius.
He is a wizard, Zen master.
So I don't get why when you got a guy like Kaepernick who makes defenses so uncomfortable, like Robert Griffin, like Russell Wilson, players who, Fran Tarkenton, players who opposing coaches fear their legs as much as their arms, why on these 2 colossally huge plays you take the legs out of the equation. And both of those big throws. Now that said, he didn't execute either of those throws close. Yes, Ed Reed was coming, but he threw a bad pass. And by the way, I think if the pass had been better to Crabtree, it would have increased the odds that call would have been made.
Sure.
So I don't know. We just saw 2 moments there of a young quarterback looking young on 2 huge, important throws, one the 2-point conversion, one the last offensive play for the Niners.
So let me ask you this. You said that they took his legs out of the equation with those final few plays. What kind of play would you have liked to design? Because it looked like if they went with a draw, you know, you line up the 4 receivers. This is typical Madden 13 for anybody that plays.
I'm not saying
you're not saying a quarterback draw.
I'm saying you make them worry about it, so you let him move. Now, the play before where he threw another shitty pass to Crabtree on the rollout where he tried to gun it in there, which really had no chance of connecting. That was either second down.
It had a chance of connecting. Crabtree just got fucked up. He got blasted.
I'm not even sure it would have been a touchdown. It was not.
It would not have been a touchdown.
It was not a good throw.
It would not have been a touchdown.
I didn't think it was a good throw. So
that was the design play, though. That's the problem.
Right. I didn't like those plays. Okay. That's what I'm getting at. I didn't like the 2-point conversion play either. So I just think you make them worry. I think your success there is making them worry more. And I hate to see a quarterback who didn't appear equipped to make those throws as quickly as they needed to be made, make them. And I thought it was a sign. If you want to point to a moment where clearly Kaepernick moments in the first half seemed ill-prepared, and then he did in those 2 big plays.
He did.